Welcome back. The Delft Police Station in the Western Cape sees the third highest number of rape cases in South Africa. According to a report by the Commission for Gender Equality, capacity constraints are one of the major reasons for the inability to deal with the rising tide of gender-based violence. Today, One South Africa movement leader Mmusi Maimane visits the Delft Police Station to assess its ability to ensure justice for rape victims. We have eNCA reporter Nobesuthu Hejana, who was part of those visits and joins us now for the very latest. So during his visit, Nobesuthu, to Delft on the SA movement, One SA movement, Mmusi Maimane expressed his concerns regarding the low conviction rates of rape cases. I mean, what solutions does he think may be able to assist this crisis?
So certainly, Rafiwa, he did say that when he was addressing the media outside, and also some of the community members from the Delft area, saying that the government alone will not be able to fight crime. So he's calling on civic society organization, community members, CPFs to actually be part of the solution, saying that they have to be there in ensuring that they put pressure on the police to make sure that the services are provided to the people. Like you've correctly stated, that the Delft Police Station here in Khayelitsha sees about the third highest cases of rape. It is also revealed in that report that it also has about 8% of prosecutions regarding those crimes committed against women. So Mr. Maimane is saying that he's very concerned at this, and also learning that there are particular days where social workers do operate at the police station, and saying that he will partner with that particular police station in ensuring that those services are received by the residents. But he spoke to us outside. Let's take a listen to what he had to say about the interventions and how he plans to monitor the station.
I think the message that we've come on behalf of the community, we want to make sure the system works here, and I'll come back here, make no mistake, because they informed me that on a Tuesday and a Thursday there are services that are here if you want to come and report a case. I want to come on a Thursday just to make sure that the system in fact works, because if police and police stations, the community must take responsibility. CPFs and all of those policing forums must be engaged with, so that we come and make sure the systems work. It's our communities. It's in our neighborhoods. So I will certainly do that. And furthermore, we've got to do a briefing watch to make sure that dockets are not withdrawn, dockets are not lost, that the criminal justice system works to its completion. Because if it doesn't, the number of rape cases that are reported will continue to decrease.
Now, CPF members in the area, Nobesuthu, say that the station is overstretched. I mean, this is a story that could be duplicated into other police stations across the country.
Certainly. So when we spoke to Reginald Mart, who is the chairperson of the CPF in the Delft community, he was saying that that one station services about 5 sectors in Delft, and saying that they've been appealing to the national government and also the province, asking for a second police station or an extension to that particular station, saying that the police who are working there, they're trying their utmost best, but because of the conditions and how rife crime is in that area, they are struggling to cope, as they will be probably attending to an urgent crime somewhere. Then they are putting those resources into that particular section, but something else happens in another section, so they are unable to cope with the crime in that particular area, calling for an additional, possibly, police station. But let's take a listen to Reginald.
But Delft alone, with the police station that we've got, I don't think we've been fighting here to say, can we get a bigger police station, or can we get another police station to service the community of Delft? Because crime is rife within your other area, and it spills down to the other area. We've got currently now 5 sectors within the Delft area, and the sectors are so far apart from each other. When crime happens on the one side and you put all your resources into that area, it spills down to the other area.
Now, while some residents accusing the station for having poor services, others are understanding and are a little bit sympathetic to the lack of resources that exist at that station.
So we spoke to a number of residents outside that police station. Some were queuing and others were just passing by and listening to what Mmusi Maimane had to say outside. So quite a number of them were actually concerned about the poor service that they get from that particular station. When we spoke to one lady who was saying that there are people, or there are times where a person would go to the police station to report a crime, either of a gender-based violence, abuse, or like someone being killed, but then the police in that particular station will take time to sort of like respond to them, and most of the times other cases will just disappear because they're not sure, or the victim did not possibly have enough evidence. So some of the residents saying that they don't understand why victims must investigate while police are paid to do so, but others are saying that they understand that there's one police station in the area and are also encouraging victims to report, even though they know that police in that area of Delft are struggling to cope with the crime in that particular section. But let's take a listen to what Bongeka had to say.
I think SAPS also is making also efforts to arrest those people, but at the end of the day, those perpetrators having their way to go out of prison in few hours or in few months' time. You see, so I don't know, ma'am, what thing that the women must do so that they could get justice in South Africa. Otherwise, GBV is not stopping anywhere. Even today, I think that there is maybe someone who came here and report. Some of the cases are not being reported. You know, people are staying while they've been abused in their communities.
Sure. Thank you very much for following up on that story for us. Reporter Nobesuthu Hejana in Cape Town, speaking about the plight of communities who have a lack of policing resources to deal with issues of GBV. Now, South African female